Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kenya Chanel. Happy New Year's. Let me first say that. By the title you can see that this vlog is going to be about what building in public means to me. The entire vlog that I had in mind, it didn't pan out, but I did insert some clips about what I've been up to. I did go to church for New Year's. I went to church today. Today is January 6th, so by the time you see this video, it'll be after New Year's, but I did a little staycation. I stayed at the Westin LGA Hotel here in New York City. It's pretty small. It's, a nice hotel room. The food was pretty, we didn't actually order food from there, but the drink was pretty good. The bar was cute. So yeah, you saw that. And then I also went to a vision party, which was very underwhelming, if I must say. We didn't even get our swag bag. We're supposed to like come back in like 2 weeks. I don't know. But yeah, like the entire vlog that I had in mind just didn't pan out. So in the spirit of me being consistent, I was like, can you hop on? You could get in front of a camera and talk to them. So yeah, by the time you can see, we're gonna be discussing by the time you can see, we're gonna be discussing what building in public means to me. I have 5 things that I think is really, really important. When I think about building in public, I think 2026 for me is going to be the year of building in public, regardless of what it looked like, All right, so stay tuned. Let me know in the comments if you heard the term. You probably did. You probably didn't. It's all over, kind of all over TikTok, especially if you're like an entrepreneur or you're creative and things like that. And so, yeah, 2026 is the year of building in public. Okay. Okay, so let's get into the 5 things. This is a yap session, but I also want it to be things that I've been thinking, things that I wrote down. I'm in my room. I'm actually built out. This is like late 2025. I actually built out a little desk corner. I won't reveal it now because it's a little messy. But yeah, I'll probably see it like on TikTok. I'll probably like do a 2026 desk tour. I don't know. Whole building in public term. And I think for me, it's just aligned with like where I'm at right now, like with my career. I don't think I ever like really sat and talked about my professional career. So professionally, I work at like a state funded hospital. I'm in public health. I do a lot of youth mental health programming for those who don't know, and I've been doing it for like the last 5 years. And I think I've built a like legit program that has expanded like across New York City to also Washington D.C. Supported or kind of like supported or served like over 5,000 young people and families, like in general, community members. And a lot has, like, especially at the height of the pandemic, a lot has been like I put like sweat and tears into the programming and just sweat and tears into like the community, and not just by myself, obviously with community partners and my colleagues and things like that. So I just say that to say that like I've poured a lot, and I'm now in a space of like, okay, in pouring a lot into my professional career, like where does that leave me next? Like next steps, how do I evolve? How do I be poured back into as well? I just feel like, professionally, financially, just all the ease. And so with that, it's just like I want to build in public. Like I want to not so much be the person whose name is on the flyer, but like when you see it, you know it's me. And so besides that, I also for the last 3 years, January actually makes 3 years. Well, finishes out 3 years. I'm going into my 4th year with a children's bookstore. It's online. It's pop up. The name is 18 August Ave, and the first 2 years they were really good. They were really good. And this last 3rd year was rocky with the economy, but I also just feel like going into, so I always go back and forth with this, and it's going on for tangent, y'all. I started in 2022 January, so 2022 to 2023, that's 1 year. 2023 to 2024, that's 2 years. 2024 to 2025 is 3 years. Did I start? Like it's I feel like time is just going. Or maybe I started in 2023. I should know when I started the business. Chill. I know the idea came to me in 2021 because it's also tied to like something personal in my life. But I feel like operation started in 2023 for sure. But it was brewing. I think I actually like got a final like form. I like went down and did all the paperwork in 2022, but I actually started like selling in 2023. So make a long story short, between 2023 and now, I've been also running alongside all the other things I've been doing. I was working a part-time job. The list goes on. And so like even with that, it's just like I think this year, not that it's a judgment year for me, but it's more like, what are you doing? So I really just want to start like building in public, and I know like that probably sounds like, oh, just your wins, your milestones, but like no, really building in public, like behind the scenes, like even if I don't want to film, get on and talk to you, like tell you what's going on. I kind of be in my business type of thing. What's been working, what's not working, and really give it a push. I think again, for the business, there's a lot of like pivots I want to make, but I don't want to make the pivots on like a whimsical, just because things didn't go well last year. Like I really want the pivots to be intentional. Like I really want the pivots to be aligned. And so we're going to be talking about all that. So again, right now I'm also in like, I think number 2. I probably didn't do number 1, but number 1 is like overall building in public, like really being at the forefront of me as the brand, and not the brand as the brand. Like it's me, it's my ideas, and what that means. Number 2, I also just want to really think about like getting as much feedback from all the projects and all the things that I have my hands in, like getting feedback on like, okay, how can I take this to the next level? And it's like, for example, with my business, I really want to think about, okay, people, I could see like 200 people viewed my website, but why am I only getting 1 or 2 orders last week? Like little things like that. Then I'm also seeing like, okay, I'm getting orders that are out of the state. Like I got an order today that was in like Louisiana. And like it's just like, I'm grateful. It's extremely grateful. So don't forget, shop 18 August Ave. But it's like in my own city, in my own state, people are viewing my page, what's going on? And I know also too, because I can look at the analytics, like sometimes it's also not views, like it could be bots and stuff like that. But I really want to think about in the last 5, let's just say in the last 5 years, how do I build my brand, and what can my current structures and projects and things like that, what can it really tell me to help me propel to the next step? So that's 2. I think third thing with building in public is really naming all my interests. Like I don't want to be mindful of my words. I am a person who, I think they call it now like multifaceted. Like I enjoy doing a lot of different things, and especially like if it sparks my interest, I'm like, oh, let me try it. And I think for a long period of time, it's like I was shy away from people knowing that side of me. But it's like, no, like these are the things you're interested in. Tell it to the world. Share it. Like, let's see who else is interested in it, Like art, museums, the arts in general, like digital art, like the arts in general. Going to concerts, the theater. I went to go see the Nutcracker last week. In New York at the Lincoln Center. It actually wasn't bad. I also went to go see like my first I went to my first opera with my mom. That was a really good experience. I saw Porgy and Bess. That was like a really, really great experience. So like really just naming my interests, standing 10 toes down in my interest and not apologizing for it. I'm into books, obviously, the bookstore. My mom used to work as a librarian, for those who don't know. Literacy, wellness, mental health. Just I'm into those things. I think as of recent, I started to get into like a lot of skincare and just like beauty. Not the biggest, not the. I won't say that's like my passion. I'm not gonna cosplay, but it's an interest of mine, and I'm intrigued, especially now being on YouTube. It's like you gotta look a little presentable. So that is number 3 with building in public. And then lastly, well, not lastly, I got some more things I wanted to share with y'all. I think lastly, I would just really say, I would say with number 4. Yeah, number 4 with building in public, I would just say that just really being comfortable with visibility. Like sometimes I shy away. Like it's like, okay, like yes, I did. Like yeah, this was my idea, but you know, okay. Like and it's like no, you need to stand 10 toes down. Like show up consistently, be authentic. Don't try to have like this super curated aesthetic-y. And I know people like say this all the time, but it's like, no, like my eyebrows right now look crazy. But I needed to film like the whole content, the whole vlog that I had in mind. It didn't pan out. And I put in the beginning like some of the things I've been up to this week, but it's just like really just being visible with who I am, because I feel like people will gravitate to that. Your community will gravitate to that. And what else can you ask for, you know? And then I'm gonna just keep it at 5 because I also didn't want this to be like a super drawn out like um thing. Number 5 is like really having fun with it. Like the minute that I'm not having fun, I feel like I need to reevaluate. The minute that I feel like I'm doing things that is not aligned with who I am, I'm just doing it for visibility, or I'm just doing it because for the sake of like whatever, it's like it's a dub. It's a complete dub. So yeah, those are my 5 things that like building in public means to me. um I've been on Substack now for the last 7 months. I actually have actually have 2 Substacks, but um it's called Page by Page. It'll be linked in this like in the you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's called Page by Page, and that has been really, really interesting because I think it has allowed me to really sit with my thoughts and not let my thoughts like just ramble. And it's a slow and steady thing over on Substack for those who are not familiar with Substack. And if you guys want me to do, I did a Substack post about like what I've learned in the last 6 months. But if you want me to do like a conversation like this in regards to like Substack and things like that, I can. Again, I'm not no expert, but it is a part of like the portfolio. It is part of like building in public. Like I leave book recommendations at the end of each subscript, like at the under each publication, I guess. I guess it's to kind of speak to like me being a bookseller generally. I know like my niche or is really children's books, but I also do sell adult books. So if you're ever looking for like pre-orders and things like that, like books, I'm like your favorite book dealer, just based in Brooklyn. But yeah, so Substack has been really interesting. And again, that adds to the portfolio. Really just sitting with getting the feedback, being comfortable with visibility, stepping into my interest, showing up despite how things might not be picture perfect. is really, really what building in public means to me. So let me know if 2026 is your year to build in public. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know your thoughts overall. I'm definitely posting more on YouTube. I feel like I'm doing the shorts, I'm doing long form, and I think that when we look back at the end of 2026, I can't believe 2026 is here. When I look back at the end of 2026, I'm going to be so excited about the growth. So excited that I even had this conversation at the beginning of the year, and just so excited about, like, oh my God, look what is possible when you build in public, when you're not scared, when you just step out, on faith, and just when you step out in the direction of who you are. You have gifts to offer to the world, and yeah. So let's build in public, y'all. I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's your girl King Chanel.